You're getting way too big for your boots. You're never too big for the boot. I got the big...
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks will need to be on top of their game if they want to come away with win number 9 on the season. It's the Cardinals going up against the Seahawks.
All right, Larry, thank you. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Now Jameis on second down. Going deep for Benjamin. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there for Seattle. 45 yards.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
On 1st and 10, Winston. It's caught outright by Graham. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. From the red zone now, Winston. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Duke Riley coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Now a second down throw for Winston. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that takes us from second to third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Play fake. Winston. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Being chased out left. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Matt Ioannidis in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Play action. Now Roethlisberger going up top. He's got a man. Complete. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 41 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Jaron Brown, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And that's the first connection, the number 1 overall pick in 2015, finding the number 7 pick in 2014 in Evans.
And what a great target Mike Evans is for Jameis Winston. Winston's a pretty accurate thrower, but that catch radius that Evans provides, that makes him that much more dangerous.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Robert Kimdichie in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Second down, Winston. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion.
A few men in the box there.
Here's Winston. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Third and 11, and some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. They just do get the play off. Now Winston. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Mike Evans, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. And complete right side to Cook. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. J.J. Nelson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And they'll start the drive here with an end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
From the gun, Winston. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Working out of the gun, Winston. That's caught out left by Perriman. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Flush to his right. It's complete to Jerron Brown. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. It's a big play. Roethlisberger to Brown. 59 yards. first down. It's Roethlisberger. Screenplay, Johnson. Open space inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals have broken the tie. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Jameis now on first down. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Winston now to throw on first down. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. Second down following the incompletion. Now Winston. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Seahawks on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Play action now. Winston gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. The 13 yards that time at a first.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
A first down throw for Winston. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Duke Riley in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Now Jameis on 2nd down. Oh, look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. He got 29 yards that time. First down, Winston. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. The second down throw for Winston. And he's got the big tight end Graham. Touchdown, Seattle. Jimmy Graham, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he gets it to go, and we're all even, 17 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. Now big hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
A nickel look by Seattle on third down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's got the hook up to Jerron Brown. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. And that goes as a gain of 37 on third down.
The well-executed slant routes are based on timing, and that one was hit just right. Ball out of the quarterback's hands quickly, right to the receiver. He catches it on the run, and you saw the end result. Big time run after catch. They love those rack yards.
The first down carry here for Johnson. There he goes inside the 30. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals have broken the tie.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half here, Winston. He's going to launch this thing way down. And got his man complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Now to return, this is David Johnson. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
This is caught. Watkins. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he's got it up and through. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So out now come the Cardinals. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And some room to run now. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down around the 37. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Now Roethlisberger on first down. He'll check this down to Lynch, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. On first and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was trying to get it to Marshawn Lynch, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Second and 10, it's Roethlisberger once more. They set up the screen to Lynch. And he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. David Johnson on his way. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, his third touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Cardinals have broken the tie. And he'll bang that one through. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Second down, Winston. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. In motion is the tight end, Graham. They'll run it now out of the gun. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air? Let's see. 2nd and 9. From the gun, Winston. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Duke Riley in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun, Winston. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
The offense operating inside the 10 at the 8 here. It's first and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Jay Ajayi hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And that will tie our game here in the third quarter. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot. Yeah. But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now it's Roethlisberger. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Malik McDowell continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. Lets it go for Nelson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain of 32 that time. And we continue to see another example here of offenses just going for it.
And this game has really turned into a receiver's dream and a defender's nightmare because no one's being stopped throwing the ball downfield, and points are going on the board.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. First down, the run with Lynch. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. 2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. Room to run inside the 40. That one 28 yards on the ground.
You got to feel a little bit for the defense there. They've done a terrific job all day long holding this guy in check. But that might have been the run to break things out for him, maybe turn things around. Now he's going to have some confidence, and maybe he'll get to his normal yardage.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. From the shotgun, it's Winston. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal. And now the offense operates in the red zone. They'll run it now out of the gun. Running, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. LeGarrette Blount with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position?
Now big hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
And the lead is up to 14. Here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They go to Johnson again. And he's got room. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll They'll start out on the ground with a J. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back, right at the line of scrimmage. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Jameis to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now Winston. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Dayon Buchanan in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. Shift together here from the D-line. To throw is Winston. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. They'll toss it to Ajayi. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 28. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So 2nd and 10 here. Perriman in motion right. They're looking to throw this. Winston. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Play action now. Winston. The pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game. Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game. So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Clock running here under 90 seconds to go.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time.
He's got a man, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They go play action here on first down. This will be caught inside the 10. That goes for a gain of 31. First down now, but that clock rolling. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball. When you put up a token press, make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat. Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Ben to throw again. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Now Roethlisberger to throw.
What you have? It's chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. Here we go. It's Roethlisberger on 4th down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Seahawks, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll have another home date next week as the Carolina Panthers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead they fall to 5-7. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.